The AAT tutor team at London South East colleges want to make sure that our students get the most from the new lifelong learning portal that the AAT has developed. So we've prepared this short video to explain some of the features. Start by going to the AAT website and log in with the details that you've registered with. Once you've logged in, go to the left and click on Training and Assessment. Once you're in Training and Assessments, click on the AAT Lifelong Learning Portal. When you first enter the portal, the first thing you're going to be presented with is a list of your recent activity, which is always in the top row. To see all of the content, you need to scroll down. As we scroll down, you should have access to all of the courses that the AAT provide. Do be careful not to get your qualifications mixed up. At London South East colleges, we don't study the certificate in bookkeeping, we study the certificate in accounting at level 2, so let's make sure that we find the correct qualification. Here it is. So these are the main units that you study, but we won't click on those yet. We're just going to click on View All Content, and now we're looking just at the relevant content for this particular qualification. The main modules are here, but if we look down lower, we can see we have podcasts, articles, and useful resources such as flashcards. Now, to open up a module, for example, bookkeeping transactions, all we need to do is click once on it. This gives us all of the resources that the AAT has prepared. They are categorized, and you can see each category by clicking on the drop-down arrow. And we can also see we've got 5 resources available to us. So you click on the drop-down arrow, and here they are. And it tells us if we have completed them or not. If you click on the resource, it's going to start that resource, and it might be a video, it might be a walkthrough, and you just follow the instructions that you're given on screen. To close the resource, you just click on the cross. You can do these resources in any order. And what is particularly useful when you're reaching the exam stage is the green light tests. The green light tests allow you to test your knowledge of a particular subject. You'll be given a series of questions, and the questions will be graded at the end, and you will be given a score, and you will also be given the correct answers with an explanation of how the answers were reached. You will be given a graded score, be it green, amber or red. Red means you have a poor understanding, and amber means you're close, and green means you've reached the appropriate standard. The green light tests are an essential part of your revision process. When you're getting much closer to your actual exam, there are usually 2 practice assessments on the AAT's website, and we can see in this case here is the first one and here is the second one. These are online assessments, extremely similar to the real exam that you will meet in exam conditions. The timer will run, and you will have to check your own answers. So the only grade you'll get at the end is either competent or not competent. It doesn't mark each question one by one. Therefore, it's strongly recommended that before you press the submit button, you take a look at the model answers, which are provided as a PDF document, and you compare the answers that you've given to the answers in the answer booklet. The AAT have really upgraded their resources in this area, and they now provide many useful videos. They also provide key calculations, and we tend to say the rule is that if the AAT have taken time to put it on their website, then it's absolutely essential that our students learn the resource in full. Now, what's very new to the Lifelong Learning Portal is the ability to set a target date when you want to complete something by. And you'll notice that to open the resource, I clicked anywhere in the main box, but if you want to get to the additional attributes, then you need to click on the little I for info button. Let's take the example that you're starting your level 2 studies with the using accounting software module. If I click on the I button, I get this additional page open up for me. I can now set a due date. Let's take the example that I'm going to set the due date of let's say the 29th of January. And what this will do is store that date, and now when I close this window down, if I look at my screen here, you can see that that module has now jumped to the start of my listed modules for the certificate in accounting. You can also see the due date here. This helps you to structure your resources and only be focusing on those that are relevant for your studies at any particular time. If you want to clear that date or change it, you can do so by going back to the I button, and you can either change the date or you can clear it. Now, once you've completed an activity, you can choose to do one of a few actions. Let's just choose to mark, complete and reflect. Now, the AAT give you the opportunity to reflect upon any activity. This is because reflection is an extremely important part of your CPD. So let's get into the habit of using a reflection for all activities. So I'm just writing some short comments in here. These are for my own benefit. And you can also state how long you felt that you spent learning. Let's just say we spent 4 days learning using accounting software, and it converts that into minutes, and then we submit. And there's our reflection. And the next thing that I can do is, if I wanted to, I could reopen this. I'm not going to do that, however. I'm just going to click away, and notice now that this module is marked as completed, and that's quite satisfying. So that means that you can see what you have left to do and what you've completed. And from this screen you can also add your own personal activity. If we click on new activity now, we've got a number of headings we can choose from. Let's say, for example, we have found a video that we want to watch. So we find it in the list, and I'm just going to copy the link into the URL, or rather paste it in, and then I can, it automatically, in this case this is a YouTube video, so it's automatically drawn in the information that I wanted, and you can also put a due date if you want to. And if you want to find where that activity has gone, all you need to do is scroll to the right hand side, and there you are. That's your custom activity. If you want to set a due date for that, you can. So it might be something that you want to use in your revision quite soon, in which case we'll set a date that's sooner, and that's going to have the effect of bringing that to the start of my list of activities for this particular level. Now, in addition to using due dates to help you control the order that items are presented to you in the Lifelong Learning Portal, you can also use something called My Plan. Let's take bookkeeping controls, for example. If I click on the I button, and then I have a look in the Actions section, you can see I've got the option to add to my plan. Let's do that and close that down and see where I can find that now. So all I need to do is go back. I can either use the back button here, or I can just click the AAT Lifelong Learning Portal logo at the top, and it's going to take me to my main page where we started. And you'll notice now that under recent activity I've now got this new section called My Plan. So if you want to mix resources from different areas of the portal, you can do so here. At any time, if you want to take an item out of your plan, all you have to do is click on the I button, go to Actions and choose to remove from My Plan. We like the new features the Lifelong Learning Portal has to offer, and we hope that this video will help you to make the most of these valuable learning and revision resources.